Now let's start adding or writing the script to add the product to our database. So this is the old version. We can just copy this one for or as a guide. Let's paste it here. So here we have some sort of mapping columns. So I think we need to get rid of this because this one is confusing. So we need to have an image, say, so let's remove this one, and then also that one. So here, okay, so this one we can just refresh. So once we enter a new product, choose a file, and here so we don't have that column. Here is, let's add the request object as a parameter or argument. Then here we can get all the form data. So now let's start or getting those data. So name, description, and then suppliers. So requests, and then suppliers, and then here there's the hard one, which is uploading image. So for uploading image, the idea is just to get the file name and move it to our server, not actually saving it in the database. So although we're going to save the file name, so here we are going to dump first the file data check, and so let's add a new function to upload the product, and we'll pass the file data value. So this one I can just move it on the function. Also the directory, so we should be able to move that one inside the images. Let's see how we can add the path. So let's just add a folder called uploads and then the products folder also. So this will just return the value, which is the file name, and that's the only one we need to save in our database. So here we need to call the upload product function. So the response will store this in the image name, and then here, so let's just try this one if this will work. Asset uploads, so it's images and products. Let's dump to test. So it works. So here what I'm going to do now is, now let's write or create a new instance of the product model, and then here we can set the different properties. So the product name will be the product name, the name variable. Next is the description, which is the description variable. And then here we can, let's add the image and then the image name. And then here the price. So right now we still don't have the price, but let's add that one. And then on our front end, let's add a new field for the price, to capture the price of the product. So here let's update the placeholder, and then here the label, and so the name, description, product price. So let's move it after the product name, and then so let's just try to dump the image name to see if we captured successfully the file name. Create. So here, so as you can see, we need to add a slash. Still an error, products. So let's remove that one, and then all here we can add the oops. So products, see here. So actually, let's remove that, and then here let's add the forward target directory. So this one, fresh. So now we have an error. Let's see what this is. So here, instead of asset, let's use the public path. So as you can see, it is now returning, and it is saved or moved to our server or project files. So image is now good. Now here we can just go to save. This will save the data in our database. For the supplier, we are going to use, we need to attach. So before we attach, we need to specify the relationship between the product and the supplier. So here in our database, a product belongs to many supplier. So let's just add that one. So this belongs to many, and then the supplier or the class. So here we can use this one. So it's an attach function, and then the suppliers variable, which are the IDs or the ID. So I think, yeah, we can use the sync also. So let's just try. Created by So the field created by doesn't have a default value. So let's just check this one. So product created so actually it's the created by. So for now, let's just assume we have user number 1. So now we have the sync error. So actually here we need to call that function. So this one, suppliers. So just delete this one and then try again. As you can see, and here in the product suppliers it is sync. So let's just redirect. So here we are going to use this splash data, since we are going to add or show successful messages to the front end after saving successfully the product. So let's just check that one. So here we can use this one, redirect with that's the name of the session, and then here, see here, I think that is solely better option. I think this one, yeah. So in our front end, so we have this one before, so we can just grab that one, put it on the top instead of the bottom, and then let's remove this one. So here, if session, then you will use that variable's status success, and then we're going to show this message. So you can just copy, then paste here. However, we need to remove that one, and then we need to add here an else statement, which is basically just an error. So it should be an error processing your request. Move that one, and it should be product saved success. So let's copy, and then actually we'll need to add here 2 sessions, so one for the success and then the other one when there is an error. So here, and then so let's just try this one first. So let's test. So this one, the price should be a number. Create, as you can see, we have the flash message. So let's just remove this style. We don't want the one. So this, okay, let's find that and remove or minimize the padding. So here let's try test 3 12.32, choose file, create. So we should be able to so this still, so let's just completely remove that one. So for the price, let's just try that one. We should be able to add a decimal here. So I did a research, and here we can just add the step attribute that will allow us to add a decimal. Let's try. So in our products, we should have that value, and then here suppliers, they're set correctly. So here let's also try or put it inside a try catch statement. And then going to move that inside, and then here now let's just set this or remove or the get message so we can see the actual error. So here we can get or echo the value of this session. So let's trigger an error. So let's just try first. Now it works. So let's trigger an error by adding a wrong column. So as you can see, we have the error. So that's it. Thank you.